Welcome back to Sad People Reviewing Anime. Ignore the tears this episode. This is our final review of Megalobox. I'm Dr. Millennium.
I'm Dick Valentine.
All right, so it was the final fight, Dick. How did you feel?
Get my dildo over there.
So
I need to wipe my tears.
So the final fight.
All right, the final fight. Holy shit, dude! Oh my god. You want me to take a stab at this first?
Go ahead. I thought it was great, but I.
Now we made a prediction before this episode, and I'm gonna say this. It wasn't for my prediction to say the least. I got some things right, like for what's her Shiratsu? What's the chick's name? Yuki.
Yeah.
For Yuki. She didn't fuck over Yuri in this episode, and that was one of my predictions.
I was shocked about that.
Yeah, she literally
just kind of disappeared.
She disappeared, and like I said, she's just a businesswoman. Went out, did her thing, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to the military guys about promoting my business and trying to make business with them so we can put the gears into the military. So that part for my prediction came right, but the ending was completely not what I was expecting. I really thought Yuri at the end was gonna win.
Well, it made sense to me after I watched it because they are angling for a season 2. Did you get that? They like at the end.
Which part specifically?
They're talking about we're gonna figure out we don't have a Megalobox title master yet. We need a real one. Mm-hmm. And you have Joe bringing all the gear for the kids to train with, and it's like So do
you think it's gonna be with Joe or do you think it's gonna be with the kids?
I think next season is going to be Joe training the kids and maybe Yuri training a kid. I think it's going to be like the next generation.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Yes and no. I don't think it's a story that needs to be told. I think that this self-contained story was enough and it was nice in and of itself.
I absolutely agree with this. If they literally end this right now, I'm happy. I'm just like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's one and done. The way the concept for this season evolved, it was like, and I love the pacing of it. It just got straight to the fucking point. Exactly. They're like, we're gonna fucking train and we're gonna beat the shit out of each other next week, gearless. Me and you. We met each other the first episode. Last episode, one of us is gonna get out of this ring. So I definitely, would it be nice to have a second season? Yes, based on how much I like this season. But you know what they say, if you have a lot of chocolate cake, eventually you're going to get fat.
And we'll eventually do a Fooly Cooly meta review comparing the new season. I can't fucking watch it. And
it's fucking unbearable too, dude. I got to the 4th episode. I just can't
I'm current on it, but there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that later. It's just I feel like it would be like that.
Yeah.
Like Megalobox season 2 would be like Fooly Cooly season 2,
which is basically like a flop.
Headbutt the desk.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe jump out a window. But in terms of the ending of the season, I absolutely love it. 2 guys, will, strength. I mean, Yuri didn't even take any medication to get in there. No numbing, cortisone, nothing. He said, I'm going to go in this fucking ring, and I'm going to beat the shit out of you. You're going to beat the shit out of me, and we're just going to select this shit out for whatever, 12, 13 rounds that we need to do this. And they came in to win. They came in to fight, dude, and I am 100% happy. And the thing that I loved about this episode, and the ending of this episode that I really fucking enjoyed was the fact that they did not do the typical anime shit where they're like, oh my god, the anime hero won and then now we won and yay!
Yeah, I love that.
Fucking love that shit.
They didn't show the final fight and the count to 10. Like, they were just like, boom, hard cut to something else.
And I'm over here like, wait a minute. And so then I paused my thing. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on?
They didn't do the anime thing.
Did I skip this?
Where's the reaction?
I swear to God, I thought my computer was broken. I thought I skipped. I said, oh, it must have skipped to the beginning of the episode because I know these bitches.
That's weird. Yeah, why are they in a hospital bed now? No, but even so, that's how fighting works. You get hit hard enough in the head, you forget shit. You remember up to a certain point, and then it's like I don't remember what happened after that. It felt real. It felt
because this literally feels like a fighter just blacks out and it's just like, I don't even fucking remember what happened. And then they just do...
that's all they needed. They didn't... Because it wasn't about who won. It's like we were saying, we were kind of fixated on are they going to have Yuri win so they can do a season 2 with Joe, or are they going to have Joe win and just call it quits here? Or are they going to kill Joe? I know that was a big thing with, every median, credit cut had that, not about to die yet, or getting close to dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody's going to die. But You know, they didn't have to do that. It was the end. It was the end of the fight, and that's all you needed to see.
Yeah.
But I was definitely expecting to, like, cut to the kid crying, cut to the blind guy crying. Oh my god, we did it.
We did it.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, and my whole team fucking gearless.
And that's the other thing is they really pulled it off well. Like I know we had said in the last episode. Well, actually, I think I said it in the solo episode where if they managed to turn a sci-fi battle anime and strip all the sci-fi and battle and turn it into just a pure boxing match and make it more interesting than any of the fights thus far, it puts it on another level.
And that level just surprised me. I truly thought at the end Joe was gonna be like, oh, now I'm in the finals, I gotta get a gear, and like maybe Yuki was gonna give him a gear. Like they were gonna do some conventional
bullshit. Yeah, they were
bullshit.
gonna give him one. Like, oh, you're obviously on the level where you can handle this now. Like, no. They're stripping them both down to nothing, and they're just punching each other.
And it's fucking great.
Yeah, and that
fucking great.
Like, as somebody who doesn't give a fuck about sports, that pure boxing match was more interesting than any of the sci-fi mecha fights that they had
Amen
up till
to that.
then.
Oh yeah, and like, and that's the crazy part. It's like for Yuki, the owner, she was like, oh yeah. You know what, Yuri? You're useless to me. I can't have use for a gearless fighter. And he's like, look, I'm gonna do this for myself. And the promoters were like, this is gonna be one of the biggest hype fights of all time. And I think the message, and this is just my fear, what I got from it is, they got so far into the future with technology that it integrated itself into sports.
And they lost sight. Yeah.
And they lost sight of what the pure thing of sports is all about, which is heart. Like, which one of these guys has more heart than the other guy?
So what you're saying is we should go back to the Colosseum era and just have people with swords attacking each other for sport.
You know, that's why you read my mind, man.
That's what it is. I figured this we were going with that.
2019.
Yeah.
Roman gladiators coming to you.
Look, let's do it. Jousting? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like in all seriousness, though, that's what really was just like, look, we're just gonna slug this out and no gears, nothing. And that made a great fucking ending to the episode. Yeah. And it took me...
It made a great ending to the series.
And I've never done this with an anime show where, like, I'm literally looking at this. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, which part of it doesn't say who fucking won.
Yeah.
And then, like, I literally played it through to the very fucking end of the credit. And where it said, Gearless Joe, 7 KOs, 0 losses. Well, then I'm just like, oh, fucking Joe won. But the thing is, let me just say this.
They do say
it was very subtle though.
Yeah.
But I didn't which part did they say? Because I didn't catch it.
The kid says that Yuki came by to congratulate them, and I want to say somebody else said something about it too. It was dropped. It was hinted at enough times that I think people could have gotten it if they were looking. But yeah. It doesn't, that's the point though, it doesn't matter who won. Mm-hmm. Like, the point is they were both happy, and I think a lot of people are going to be pissy about, like, oh, well, they didn't show us the knockout, but you don't need to see it. Like, the point of the show and the point of the characters is that they wanted this moment, and now it's here. And that's the story. Mm. Like, the story isn't about who ends up knocking the other one out.
And you know what I love? I fucking love the subtle shit that they did.
The restraint.
And I'll tell you this. Remember when the old man was crying tears? And you could just see it fall? And he was telling the kid, he was like, look, don't tell me anything more about the boxing match. Mm-hmm. I want you to look at them, and I want you to burn this in your memory. Because he's basically implying this will never happen again. Exactly. So don't take your eyes off of this. Yeah. And then, like, it just does, like, that fucking hard cut, man. Yeah. Like, and I was like, fucking A. Like, you know, because I watched that scene over, like, 3-4 times. And it's like, it takes a second to, like, process and be like, holy shit, dude, this is the fucking thing he was talking about. So that was really great. I mean, 10 out of 10. Like, that was one of the best endings I've seen for an anime, dude. One of the best, man. It was, like, 13 episodes straight to the point.
Yeah, exactly. And the short season, it made it work. Everything about it worked really well. Mm. But I think it's going to be lightning in a bottle. But real quick, what are you expecting if there is a season 2? What would you like to see? What do you think we're going to see?
I don't want a season 2, truth be told.
Same, but I'm saying we're going to probably get one. So if you had to get one, what would you want in it?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Yuri might be adopt because he's paralyzed now. Yeah. And the chances of him and Yuki hooking up at this point is like Yuki's just really cold-hearted. I mean, you can see times where she like cried a little bit for him.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, she's just like, I'm just gonna shed a tear or two and then just move on to my business. And now Yuri is like paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. He's
not gonna be walking. So I think what he's gonna do, he's probably gonna adopt, and the kid he adopts is gonna grow up to be a megalobox fighter.
Yeah.
And I think Sachi is also gonna be growing up and being a megalobox fighter, and Joe's probably gonna be training him now at this point.
Okay, so like what is it, like Rocky 17 or what's the new movie that came out where
Creed?
it's like Rocky? Yeah, that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of picturing the same kind of similar situation where Joe trains the kid. Or actually, she probably trains all the kids up, makes them competent. And I don't think it might not necessarily be Yuri, but I think one of the fighters that Joe went against is going to have a kid that they're training. Because even if Yuri and Yuki have a kid, like, in secret, or she's pregnant now, like, let's say, like, she left in like, episode 13, she's leaving, and the reason she was crying is because she's pregnant. You know, it's something like that. It doesn't matter. Whatever contrived reason they need, their kids still wouldn't be old enough to really fight Sachiko. At least I don't think so. But I think there's going to be more to do with her because of the fact that she didn't dick Yuri over. Mm-hmm. I think she's got something else that they're planning for her.
Who?
Yuki.
Yuki has something planned for them?
She's gonna, the writer, the creator of the show, has something in store for her since she didn't really get a big payoff this time. Like, she just ended up kind of being a sort of nice person, and there wasn't anything to it. So I think she's gonna have more to come in season 2.
Okay.
And I think Sachiko's gonna be maybe the focus. Or...
Do you think he's going to be entering Megalobox? Like, is there
going to? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is there going to be? Basically, my question is there going to be a time skip?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think what would be fun if they did, and I could see this show being competent enough to pull it off, is Sachiko being kind of Joe's favorite student, and then some other student comes in who's got like absurd natural talent, and now Sachiko's kind of got to deal with his daddy issues of like, what the fuck, Joe?
Or maybe he might just be getting back in the company. Yuki might bring him back in, and he's going to probably work on the gears like his father did.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll see. But that's usually how the bullshit represents. Like, oh, the inner talent of this troubled kid is going to be coming back. And he's like, leave me alone. I don't fucking like anyone. Let the world die. Yeah. And then he's going to be like, no, you have a lot of talent. That's going to be really fucking shit.
I doubt they'll do that. They're competent enough that even if they try to milk this for season 2, I think they'll do it well.
Yeah, but it's not going to be nowhere near, in my opinion, as good as season 1. Like, season 1, like you said,
listen, I can't hold back my tears anymore. Do you want to just call it quits on this review?
I can't hold it back.
God damn it.
He started crying.
Turn off the...
I can't.